We've arrived here at Caticlan after a 6-hour bus journey from Iloilo, and that's our pickup guy there, I guess, the rep from the hotel, bringing us to a speedboat transfer. Joy and my aunt and my uncle who are with us.
Okay, so the voiceover that you're hearing now, I'm adding to the video as I've edited it. What you heard previously, obviously, it was while I was recording the video. So I thought I'd add this voiceover just to kind of talk you through what's happening. So on the 12th of April, while I was on my holiday, I took my fiancée Joy, my mother's sister, and her husband to the island resort of Boracay. If you're familiar with the Philippines, I'm sure you've heard of Boracay before. If you're not, Boracay is one of the main tourist spots in the Philippines. At the moment, we're in a town called Caticlan. To get to Boracay, you have to first go to the town of Caticlan and then get a boat to Boracay. Now, we've got private speedboat transfer included with our hotel from Caticlan to Boracay. There is passenger public boats that you can take. If you look at this red roof here that you can see there, and I'll zoom in on it in a minute, that's the passenger port. There we go. That's the passenger port there where you can get the public ferries over to the island if you're not staying at a hotel that includes a private boat transfer. Or if you could even just turn up at Caticlan on the day and go to Boracay without even booking a hotel, because there's usually going to be rooms there somewhere. Chances are you'll find a room if you're on a budget and you don't really mind where you're staying. Now, I planned everything in advance before we even went to the Philippines because I wanted to make sure that I was staying somewhere nice. I wanted to be somewhere that I knew I was going to, be happy with, that I wasn't going to be worried about the standard of the rooms or anything. And that I was going to get a good service, because we got to go away for 3 days and I wanted to have some good service available to me. Obviously I went for this because the private speedboat transfer was one of the reasons why I went for this hotel. The hotel is called the Asya Boracay as well. I'll put a link to their website in the sidebar as well. Another reason why I went for the Asya Boracay was because they're not on the beachfront in Boracay, but they do have their own private cove, which is another reason I thought it would be nice. Now, if you're not familiar with Boracay, the main area in Boracay is an area called White Beach. Boracay has this 7 or 8 kilometer long stretch of beach, which is all white sand, hence the name White Beach, and that's where a lot of the main bundle of hotels are. Basically, there are seriously hotels up and down the length and breadth of that beach. It's hotels chock-a-block everywhere, and it tends to be quite busy in the high season, which this apparently is, because it's summer holidays for the schools there over in the Philippines, so it's high season. And I knew this, so when I saw this place had its own private cove, I thought that was a good idea, because if the White Beach was very full and very busy and I wanted to get away from the crowd, then I have the option to go to this hotel's private cove, so that was easy for me. I thought, I paid, you're probably wondering what I paid for the hotel. I paid €91 per night per room for the hotel, which I thought was a good deal. It's for their second tier of room. They have 3 levels of rooms in the hotel. I wanted to get obviously the cheaper room, but they were all sold out when I was inquiring, so they gave me a good deal on the next tier up, the middle tier room called the Courtyard Suites. Now, if you look at their website now and you convert what prices they're offering now, you'll probably work out that they're a lot more expensive than €91 now. When I was making the booking, they were quoting their prices in US dollars. Now they're quoting them in Filipino peso. I think that's because I think they changed it because the US dollar, the rate for that has gone really low now, and probably when they originally published those US dollar rates, they were getting a lot more peso for that at the time, and when the dollar went down, they changed their rates to peso to reflect what they were getting in peso when the dollar was high. So I think that's why it seems like the price has gone up. But I'm sure if you email them and ask for a discount, you might get lucky. Who knows? The red building that you can see here now, actually, the red roof here, that's where the passenger ferries, the public ferries, leave the passengers off in Boracay. This island obviously now is Boracay that you can see here. And White Beach is actually on the other side. When you get off at the passenger ferry, you'll have to get transport. Usually tricycles or some hotels can have vans or multi-cabs pick you up there at the port to bring you directly to the hotel. When we get off at this private cove as well, there's a multi-cab waiting for us to bring us to the hotel, which is about I think it was about, say, 5 to 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes drive away, which was handy. As well, if you're looking up information on Boracay, if you're thinking of going there, and you'll probably see a lot of mention of stations 1, station 2, and station 3 on White Beach. That's how White Beach tends to be divided up in. Station 1 is normally where the more expensive and posh hotels are. It's a very more secluded and private area of White Beach, seemingly. When you get there, this is the private hotel now that you can see. Station 2 is mainly known as the party zone, I guess, of White Beach, where you have a lot of the clubs and late night music and restaurants and stuff there in Station 2. And Station 3, again, it's quieter than Station 2, not as quiet as Station 1, and it's where a lot of the more budget hotels are on White Beach. Station 2 is where the mid-range hotels are. Now, the hotel that I'm at, Asya Boracay, is kind of in the middle between Station 2 and Station 3. It's on the same road as the tourist office and police station as well, which will help you identify it if you've not been there. As I said, it's not on the beachfront, which is why it has its own private cove here, which is handy. I think it's the only hotel at the moment which has its own private cove. That'll change when the Shangri-La Hotel is open, probably next year. This we are getting off the multi-cab that picked us up, and straight down that road there is White Beach. It's literally a minute walk, 2 minutes tops, really. It's not that far. And this is going into the hotel now. It's a fairly small complex. There's only about 30 rooms, so it's fairly cozy and fairly quiet. As I said, it's near Station 2. When you get down to the beach, you are very much at night time there's a lot of restaurants there, and then they turn into nightclubs and there's lots of music. But when you're in the hotel, it's fairly quiet and fairly peaceful, so it's the best of both worlds. Here we are at the reception just before we check in, and they give you welcome drinks to welcome you on arrival. And the video is about to end now, so thanks for watching, and I'll have more up soon.